Yeah, I don't know with that beat actually. I do feel like it really came easy to me, perhaps because I already did it like that, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, guys, who ready? Who ready for another reaction slash analysis? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this will be the standard format, which would be me checking the whole clip, rewinding it, and then going into the analysis because I think we have something a bit different on our hands. Um, this is because of AD Redman has made a recommendation, and I think she had been on it for a couple of days, a couple of uploads for sure. The Clancy World Tour Series episode 3. So I looked it up, episode 3, and I saw immediately underneath it episode 1. I wouldn't say I'm autistic, but I really don't feel good about checking episode 3 without having checked episode 1 and then 2, of course, and then 3. So it's my channel, guys. It's my channel. So for that reason, I hope, AD, I hope you will be happy to see this. And I was thinking to myself also, guys, for the people that haven't seen this, maybe it is fun to watch it together, right? When I was typing in Clancy World Tour Series episode, number 3 was already being suggested in the search bar, which is making me think maybe that one, for a reason, is most popular or gets searched the most. And then thought to myself, well, if that is most popular, um, maybe it is interesting to pick something that isn't as popular, so people haven't seen this one. And maybe it's a good way of exposing you guys to whatever this is, because I don't know what this is. But we are starting with episode 1. I don't know how many episodes there are, but yeah, guys. Otherwise, it just doesn't compute. I think I'm gonna have a aneurysm. Is that what it's called? I think so. So yeah, hopefully you guys are interested at least, right? Excited? You don't have to be. You don't have to be. Maybe you don't know this, maybe you have seen this, but it's been a long time really seeing this. I have been glancing over some of the details because I didn't want to spoil myself with songs that I haven't seen yet. But this is the Clancy Tour Breach 2025. So right? I think it should only contain the songs that, coincidentally, yesterday I have uploaded a whole reaction to on the whole album, the full album. So yeah, I don't think I will be spoiled by anything. Yeah, guys, let's just get into it. This is going to be a bit different. We're just going to watch it together. So please, guys, full screen, sit back, relax, get something to drink, get something to snack on, and yeah, I will be doing the same. So yeah, jumping right into it, and yeah, pausing whenever I see fit. Hopefully, we can see some cool moments, but honestly, I think that will be the case. For sure, I think that will be the case. I know that will be the case. All right, guys. I'm actually kind of excited to get into this. This is all pretty recent, and it's the Clancy World Tour series. Everything that just has that, that live performance. I have been loving the live performances. I just really like seeing Josh and Tyler. So hopefully we get to see a lot of them in the Clancy World Tour series. All right, guys, I'm talking too much. Oh, check the volume. Wow, the album is such a banger, guys. I love the album. All right. Train number 1.
Two.
You got 43. Will that mess up anyone to go a minute early?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to put eyes on it now for you. Just give me 1 second.
Jim is about to turn 7. I've been traveling the world for over a decade now. Ever since getting Jim, he's been on the road too. Actually, I think like 3 days after I got him, he was in a tiny bag and we flew. He's been great, a great traveler ever since. And I pretty much just travel with him all the time now. He loves coming on tour. It's great because I get to hang out with him, and my wife Debbie gets to hang out with him.
Thank you. You said you want to show. You want to show.
Hey guys, honestly, Josh killing it at life, man. Look at this lovely wife, lovely pet, and we can really see, I would say, with pets, with animals, right? It's a bit complex, and you really have to have some sort of an extra sense, maybe, to really have a good feeling of how the relationship is. But look, I'm not a dog person, right? But I think we can really see that the way he is just happy to be there, right? Especially in an environment, I would say, which is not very um it's not instinctively or inherently a dog's environment, right? The big stage, people all over the place, cameras, it's a huge sound system, wires everywhere. I would say this isn't a place for a dog to hang out in and have a good time. But for Jim, I think Josh is home, right? So whenever Josh is there, I don't think it really matters for Jim in what kind of environment he is in. And I think that is just so telling for how great Josh is doing in life, because if he is doing good in life, that would automatically mean he is taking good care of his environment, of his family, of his pet, of his wife, of Tyler as well, right? I think Josh really killing it. All right.
Jim is about to turn 7. I've been traveling the world for over a decade now. Ever since getting Jim, he's been on the road too. Actually, I think like 3 days after I got him, he was in a tiny bag and we flew. He's been great, a great traveler ever since. And I pretty much just travel with him all the time now.
But I also have to say that 3 days after I got him, and he was still, when we see the pictures, he was still a puppy, right? So I think dog, for dogs, right? It may not be the ideal environment, but I think every brain, people's brain, animal brain, we are just so complex. We are so potentially um, flexible, right? So if this is the life that he grew up in, then of course he will have a way better time in the environment that he is growing up in, and still is growing up, was, right? So yeah, that's also a factor weighing in. But still, no matter the environment, the relationship that he's got with Jim and that Jim's got with Josh, yeah, it's very apparent. And I think it's only evident of, yeah, Josh just being a beautiful soul.
He loves coming on tour. It's great because I get to hang out with him, and my wife Debbie gets.
And Debbie, wow. And guys, I have seen Debbie in a snippet. I think it was a short, actually, a YouTube short, where she was um playing a game with Josh doing the drums. I don't know if he was who was playing it with his hands, and Debbie was sitting and really listening, and she immediately got it. She was like, "Oh, this is heavy, dirty soul. Yeah, how can I not get this? This is so iconic. This is right." So it's just genuine interest. So she looks lovely as well, and I think that is also important, especially because well, maybe people are quick to say, well, that's shallow, right? I don't really bother myself with how is that called? External factors like that. But honestly, guys, you have eyes, and I don't think I have really have to go all out with the explanation. Um, your eyes, you just like looking at pretty things, right? So it's a whole domino effect of my eyes perceiving a beautiful thing, my feeling really corresponding to whatever it is my eyes are registering for myself. So I think, guys, it is very important actually. If if you want to admit it or not, that is what I say. But outside of that, the genuine interest and just he killing it, man. Yeah, he killing it. Huge shout out to Josh and the fam.
Let's hang out with him.
Jim included, of course, right?
Thank you. You said. You want to show? You want to show them your tray? We're working on it.
But some of the crew, people have to leave their dogs at home, and they get to hang out with them too. I think it's just good energy to have a good happy dog on the road.
Right.
So
buddy.
that's
Oh,
what
Jim.
they say.
I told you,
And
if I
she's
throw
like
it, you're
this
gonna
big,
take
and
off.
that's his big.
This is probably this is a jersey that I wear every night. Look at these guys.
Hey, who are these guys?
Hey, do you remember the first photo we got when you were holding Jim and I was holding Jimmy?
Yeah, that was
What? Guys.
in Detroit.
Yeah.
Look at this cool guy. One day.
Me and Tommy. Judy and Tommy? Guys, I'm already missing so much, right? Jim gets a proper introduction, but who are these? Who are these kids? His kids? Killing it in life, man. Killing it in life.
Hey, me and Tommy will be in a band together. Except he'll play drums, and I will also play drums.
Is this all just crazy to you right now?
Yeah, Dad. What is this, man? We're a three-piece.
Yeah, Dad. So, it's Tyler's kid.
Me and Tommy will be in a band together. Except he'll play drums, and I will also play drums.
Is this all just crazy to you right now?
Yeah, Dad. What is this, man? We're a three-piece now.
No. I don't think so. I don't think so. No. It's very hard to judge just solely on this moment, right? Because he could also be talking in place of Tommy, directing it to which he's holding, right? His father. It could also be. Yeah, you guys tell me if it doesn't really gets cleared out in the very same video. So yeah. If so, he killing it.
It's fun. I think that I was talking to Jenna earlier today about how I think we're going to be proud of. Hey, do you remember when we toured with 3 kids? I think we'll be proud of it. But right now, it's pretty intense.
Honestly, now that he mentioned it, it actually is pretty intense. How some people really have trouble just balancing life, just balancing work, and then still being able to breathe, right? Still being able to cook with just one child, right? So, yeah, this is just, you see, guys, you just need the right motivation. You just need the right energy. You just need, yeah, the right mindset. It's all possible if you put your mind to it, guys. And honestly, I don't know whose kids these are all because I'm seeing kids different ages now, but maybe, I don't know if it is safe to say, but if these kids are right important enough to be included, to be taken with on tour, right? I think we are talking about Tyler and Josh's kids. And if that is the case, only if you put your mind to it, guys. This is very much kudos to the boys. Wow, guys, so much to highlight. Hopefully, you don't mind pausing. You don't mind me pausing this much because I just think everything is so significant. I don't know who put together this the Clancy World Tour series, but honestly, I'm seeing a lot of shots that really deserve some recognition and appreciation because it is just so significant. We are seeing here. I think the cameraman also thought it was a special moment that we've got all kinds of 21 Pilots fans, right? So yeah, just the kid standing with the headphones because you really need to take care of yourself first. I really think it's respectable actually to really see people take those safety measures, right? Yeah, I think things like that maybe at the cost of looking the coolest you can be, right? But yeah, I think taking care of yourself is about the coolest thing you can do. So, yeah, huge respect for the people that do take these measurements. And I would all guys, I would, yeah, really advise you all to take not just going to a concert and then wearing plugs or headphones, right? But this is in a very broad sense. Taking care of yourself probably is the coolest thing you can do. So, if it is something that you take from this video, please let it be this. I'm home. Guys, I totally understand this feeling, and I think I have also glanced over it briefly in my earlier uploads, especially the live performances, because I always think that just the crowd and the love in the air, that is the 21 Pilots aura or whatever, right? I just think it's so impressive. And I am quite the introvert myself, right? I rarely, really, actually, rarely, I have been in some, but I almost want to say, I would almost want to say the word never, but that would be incorrect to use, right? But yeah, so you get a bit of the idea that it really is maybe even a bit lower than rarely. So I don't know what words come before that in level, but um rarely am in such great crowds, but when I see the 21 Pilots crowd, it does feel like something different. It feels like something special. And I think this just summarizes what I think the feeling is in the air of a 21 Pilots show like this. I'm home. Guys, with the O, right? With the 21 Pilots O, trademark.
Night one on the Clancy World Tour. I think it was around the middle of the set where I started to really get my feet under me. It felt like, oh yeah, I remember this. I don't know. I just don't think that it's just not a natural thing to be up in front of that many people. I think that maybe the idea is that it like seems to us like it's no big deal, but man, I don't think I've ever been more nervous for a show.
Yeah, so I really want to elaborate on this a bit further because I actually really had this feeling the very first shot that I saw. I didn't mention it actually then, but now that Tyler really is speaking on this, I would say I really understand, or maybe not understand, but I truly, truly believe whatever he is saying here because I can see um, right. I think in the intro, you can really see him in an environment where everyone is just very used to working with artists, right? And Tyler is just asking a question very politely. So, um, hey, will this be a problem for the people being a minute earlier or been a minute later or whatever? And also very professional, I must add. The one of the staff members, you know what? Let me just check in with you right now. Blah blah blah. And I think to myself, well, you are being very professional, but this is Tyler, right? Maybe he just doesn't know Tyler the way that we are really perceiving Tyler in all of the videos, in all of the interviews, in all of the shows, all of the snippets, right? Because I would say maybe the artists that you have worked with have given you the idea that that is the way to really yeah perform in your job or in your profession, right? but Tyler is way more relaxed and he is way more, I would say, as a very positive quality, way more human. So yeah, I was thinking that when I saw the intro, but I just didn't want to bombard you with pauses from the beginning on. But honestly, I think I should have because that's actually the theme of this whole episode right now. Let me just check. 20 minutes, and we've only watched three. We've only watched 3 minutes of this episode, and my video already is 20 minutes. So yeah. Yeah, really feel what he is talking about here. It may be easy to really have that idea of, okay, 21 pilots, right? They be doing this all day life, but it's not the case, right? And they are human. Very much so, I would say. Arguably more human than most artists that really give this big kind of shows. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really have the necessary information to make that claim. But honestly, Tyler single-handedly, actually, of course Josh as well, but Tyler already single-handedly is giving me the feeling that he is probably more human than the others, even though I don't know nothing about the others, right?
That it like seems to us like it's no big deal, but man, I don't think I've ever been more nervous for a show ever.
With a new show, new set list, there's always so much to remember in terms of where to be when, transitions between songs. I think a lot of us, felt relatively nervous going into night one.
Guys, so this is what I also talked about in what was it, the live at Fox Theater show. I have seen 3 songs, and I just think it's so impressive to really see that there is a choreography now being confirmed, right? Because it could also be freestyle, everything that we are seeing on stage, especially Tyler, because he be all over the place all the time, right? But there is a maybe in a more general sense, right? There is a format and there is a choreography, especially with big changes like transitions between songs. But it's just everything has just some thought behind it, right? So yeah, I think it's very good actually for the fans to see this. And when I say good, guys, I don't really mean to say how to be a fan, right? I'm not saying that, of course not. I accept you all, but this really does a good job at just giving you the necessary information. Maybe you already had that information, maybe you already had those kind of ideas, but to really appreciate everything that they're doing, right? You can really just see them talk about it from a more human, a more natural habitat point of view. So I think that's great. I think it's lovely to see these boys, yeah, just be normal. They're always normal, guys. Please don't get me wrong.
And just because of all these changes.
I think we played like 30 some songs, a lot of lyrics. The hit needs to come up, but we pulled it off. You know, I've actually never put more time into a set list in my whole life. And it's just being Josh and I up there. It takes everything.
Wow, look at Clancy. Look at our boy Clancy. No, but seriously, Tyler, maybe this is because I really have some clear weaknesses, I would say. And one weakness is that I really don't go well with leadership. I don't really take that leadership role easily. I do have a lot of instances where it really is asked of me, and when I do have the feeling that I performed well in that role, it always goes paired with a feeling of what is that called? Um, not being authentic, in ingenuity, maybe in genuinity, because it really is just me putting on a mask and perform in a way that I know that probably is more effective, but it doesn't come natural to me. Maybe we are seeing the exact same effect happen here, But honestly, he really is rocking it. I would say to see Tyler in this environment really taking this role of, kind of a what is that called? I have asked this question earlier in my YouTube career. The conductor, right? He just being the conductor. I would say it's a very attractive quality a man can have. So I think for a man, it's very attractive to have. And for me personally, I really like watching Tyler really succeed in taking on this role because, yeah, as I said, guys, I think it's a weakness of mine.
Changes.
I think we played like 30 some songs, a lot of lyrics. The hit needs to come up, but we pulled it off. I've actually never put more time into a set list in my whole life. And it's just being Josh and I up there.
Right, everyone is just listening, and of course it is the star of the show for this tour, specific tour, but still, I don't know, it's very attractive to me.
It takes everything, every little bit of us to pull it off. But it's a good feeling knowing that we just can't ever, we can never really fake it, other than our backing tracks, which
What?
I worked really hard on, by the way.
I think that Tyler and I both believe that the more you can be prepared ahead of time, the more set up you are for a success.
I don't know. I know you hear a lot of backing tracks when we play. We can only play so many things. But also, like, those stems in the backing tracks and how thoughtful I'm trying to be for oh my gosh. I spent more time on the tracks in the stems in the backing tracks for the Clancy tour than I did on the record Clancy. That's a fact.
Wow. Yeah, and I think, right, if you are so considerable, is that how you say that? um yeah, it really is something that, yeah, I understand you can struggle with, especially if you are striving to be as authentic and as true and as respectful to the fans as you can be, right? Backing tracks, maybe I am missing the meaning. I don't know the definition of a backing track, but it's like a I actually don't really have, I don't know how to start explaining it actually. But backing tracks maybe is like a it's like the song, but it's a bit lower the mastering is really on um just focusing on it to be a production for to really support Josh and Tyler on stage, maybe, right? There will be the instruments playing, maybe there will be some vocals present, but they don't take the main stage. They are there. The backing track is there to support and give some more volume, give some more power to um, Josh and Tyler on stage live performing. I think, right? As I said, guys, I really don't know what a backtrack actually is, but I can really see how, especially if you are trying to be genuine and authentic, how that can be a tricky thing to work on because you don't want it to be overtuned so that people might say, hey guys, I didn't come here for a backtrack. I came here to see you guys perform, right? You really don't want to have that feeling come up when making a backtrack, right? Are the people thinking that? So yeah, I think I really understand why he is saying this. And it's just so beautiful that he is saying this because it just further confirms the image that we all have of Tyler, which is he's great. We love him.
We're going to constantly be running into our own set of challenges throughout the whole tour, but it always feels good to have one.
Is that Jim? Oh, this is Jim, and it's a drum. And I think it goes without saying that the drum is just something that Josh really loves, right? So for Jim to be above, even the position actually really doesn't matter, but I think it is, yeah, more commonly more important, right? When people say above, Jim above the drum, right? And what are we seeing here actually? Let's see. What is this? What is this? Mohammed? Boxing? Stick figure?
But it
I don't know. Maybe it looks like Saturn.
always feels good to have one completely
He is wearing his watch on the right wrist.
behind us. So now moving forward, we can only optimize, only get
What did he say? Clancy, Clancy.
completely behind us. So now moving forward, we can only optimize, only
Clancy, that's Clancy. He just fanboying on Clancy, man. I love it.
get better,
The torchbearer. What are you saying here?
only optimize, only get better, and hopefully make the show better and feel better for us and for you.
I don't know.
Plenty of Clancy tour left, and we're just getting started, and hope to see you there.
I'm proud of him. Can deal with that.
He's human, guys.
Everyone good in here? I'll tell you what, night number 1 has got some competition.
I'm being spoiled. What the hell is this song, man? It's not part of the Clancy World Tour series, right? It's not part of the album Breach, right? Is it what is this? It's doing really, really good though. Wow. Wow, it's so magical, guys. I am getting goosebumps just by watching this because it just impresses me so much, man. It impresses me so much. And I love it when people are doing whatever this is, right? The flashlight on the phones. I don't know why it is, but it really creates for me personally how I see this is that it really just shows how many people really are there. And it's crazy to say because there are way more, almost double, maybe even triple as much people in the room present than flashlights on right here. But it really just, I don't know, in some way adds another perspective of a point of view or whatever. But I just always think this is so impressive to see. Yeah, I really love that people are doing this. I loved it so much. All right, guys. 35 minutes. That's not bad, right? That's pretty good for something that we didn't watch in its entirety first. I think because this is something like an episode, it's the World Tour series. I think it's right to go at it this way. Um, so yeah, I'm actually very happy to see that the duration is manageable, right? 35 minutes, 36 minutes. And when I say manageable, I am actually just really, I'm always just thinking of, um, is it digestible, right? I don't want to bore you. I don't want videos to be that long that people click it to watch it and then halfway think, well, I don't, I want to do something else, right? I don't know. Maybe it's the attention span that I really try to be considerate of, the modern attention span that I try to be considerate of. So yeah, hopefully this was interesting and amusing for you guys, because yeah, I'm very happy to have chosen episode 1 to start this series off with, because I am very excited actually to get into all of the episodes. Let's see. 3, maybe. There's only 3. Episode 4? No. So 3 will be the last one. And yeah, hopefully you found this interesting, because I for sure will be doing episode 2, maybe even tomorrow. I don't well, I gotta read through the comments. There have been some new recommendations as well, and some repeated recommendations as well. So I really have to see what people are saying, for how long they are saying it also. So yeah. Um yeah, I guess for now it will be a surprise then for tomorrow's. Thank you so much for being here and just watching this with me, spending some time with me. I really enjoyed it. So hopefully you too. All right, see you tomorrow.